I deal with a weird sense of like, I don't know if it's just like existential dread about the fact that like I am a Latino person that like doesn't really interact with like that part of my culture or anything.
Can you speak Spanish?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was born in Venezuela and came here when I turned 6. And so, yeah, like I do speak Spanish. My family is like very Venezuelan.
Hell yeah.
But also
that's cool,
like
man.
it doesn't really like bleed into my culture all that much either. And yeah, I just have like a weirdness around it in that like instead of, yeah, because I know some people my age that probably had about as much or even less exposure to their like culture and just like have absolutely just like gone all the way in, like leaned in and everything. And I'm like, I've never really tried or wanted to or whatever. Like I make rock music. Like,
I mean, rock music, I mean, there's definitely like some Latino roots in a bit. I think it's just kind of like America is like a melting pot, but like, yeah, my dad is a second generation. He's Mexican. His dad's from Mexico. I think his mom is from like maybe northern Mexico or like South Arizona. But yeah, like I can't speak Spanish, and I've been around like my Mexican side of my family, and they do speak Spanish. My dad speaks fluent Spanish, but yeah, it's not really anything that I've ever like, I don't even really think about it that much. I mean, white people see me and they're like, oh, brown dude. But yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of like, I'm an American, you know, I feel like a very American person. I like American culture. I like rock and roll and American art and stuff. But
yeah,
I think Latino culture is badass. I mean, I'm about to go to Mexico City in 2 weeks. It's my first time going to Mexico and I'm like so excited. I really want to go see like the Temple of the Moon and Sun. Like it's gonna be badass to like stand there and be like, we're this ancient Mexican civilization. Like maybe my ancestors were there. I mean, it'll be pretty cool to experience that.
Yeah, it is interesting. It does seem like you're far enough removed that you don't necessarily like feel the pressure of it. Like, whereas my parents are fully Venezuelan. I'm fully Venezuelan. I wasn't even born here, but like I was raised here. I'm like
totally immersed in American culture.
Yeah. And there's this one like reversal that I had a couple of years ago, which is that like whatever it is that I do is Venezuelan culture, like regardless of like where it comes from. And that's neat, but also you also wouldn't like be able to place it, right? Like you wouldn't be able to hear my music and go, oh, that's Venezuelan music. That's not how that works.
I mean, I can't even think of like a Venezuelan musical artist. I don't really know what Venezuelan music is. Are there any artists that you really like that are Venezuelan?
No, because I like that's not what I grew up with. Yeah, and so
your parents like have any like Venezuelan artists that they listen to?
Yeah, absolutely, all the time.
And you just don't resonate with that?
Yeah, well, it is kind of just like, oh, that's like my parents' music, you know. That sort of like teenage rebellion thing of like, oh, I don't listen to my parents' music. That's
And my dad listens to Sublime and shit. Like that's his like Southern California music from his era. And I'm just like, that's dumb. But like a lot of people my age like that. I don't know, but it's just not my thing.
And so like, yeah, culturally it is more of like oh, that's my parents' stuff. Like I don't listen to that, rather than like, oh, that's Venezuelan stuff. And like, maybe I should listen to that. And I don't know.
What else like Venezuelan culture? Like you just don't like, or I mean, it's not like you don't like it. You just don't really even immerse yourself in it at all.
It's never been my life. So, I mean, the closest I am with Venezuelan culture is food, obviously, because it like literally directly goes in me. So, and so arepas are like the thing that
it's good stuff.
And I mean, there's lots of things. I mean, just any Hispanic culture is just like rice, beans, and meat, whatever.
Just in different shapes.
Yeah. And whatever different containers you might put it in. So, Venezuela and Colombia do the corn thing. Mexico does tortillas and just whatever variety they're in, but it's still, tortilla, meat, cheese, and vegetables. Like,
when was the last time you went to Venezuela?
I haven't.
You haven't gone back since year 6?
Yeah.
Do you want to go back?
No.
Do you have no interest in going back? I would like to go to Venezuela. I mean, it sounds like a badass country.
Well, yeah, but like they're also, I don't know how much you know about the news of just like Venezuela in general, but like,
I mean, they're going through a bit of an economic and political crisis, but I mean, so are we.
Yeah, not to the same extent though.
I guess so. Yeah, I mean, you can go to Colombia. I mean, it's a little safer there. I heard Colombia is actually, I don't know many people that have vacation in Venezuela recently, but I've heard of people going to Colombia and it sounds like a very fun place.
And that's a very interesting thing too, is that like, every country has like their own like, like nationalistic, like this is who we are. But also like Colombia and Venezuela are like, I mean, one, they're literally right next to each other, but culturally they're effectively the same. And so like, I don't know to how many Venezuelans I just pissed off by saying that, but like,
yeah, I'm sure you did. I mean, I'm sure even just like northern Venezuela and southern Venezuela probably consider themselves very different. But yeah, I mean, I'm not really scared about going to countries like that. I mean, I would go to Venezuela. I bet it's nice. I bet the beaches are really nice there. I mean, you could probably plan a nice trip there.
But there are like roving gangs of like mercenaries that will absolutely rob you at gunpoint.
Oh, dang. Well, I mean, I guess there are in Detroit too. So
yeah, sure. But like, the government isn't sponsoring them and like, dropping bombs on colleges.
CIA just might be.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, the government is sponsoring the gangs in Venezuela. Like our government in the US is like, doing everything they can to destabilize all of these other countries.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bummer, man. But yeah, I want to travel as many places as I can. Venezuela sounds cool. Maybe once that shit calms down, I'll check it out. They got like the biggest waterfall in the world in Venezuela.
Yeah, they do. And that's great. Like all of the things that aren't like political, like all of the people are great. All of the nature is great. All of the food is great. Yeah. But like, the capitalism has definitely done a number on
wasn't Venezuela socialist? Yeah.
in the same way that like any country that has attempted some sort of socialist or communistic thing has been absolutely ravaged by US intervention.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
man,
yes and no. Is Cuba socialist? Is China socialist? But like yes and no, because like there's absolutely like a capitalist economy in China, like absolutely. But
it's starting to be a global economy,
right?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'd still go to China. I can.
I think I would rather go to China than Venezuela, honestly.
Yeah, right now. Yeah, man. I would still go. It'd be cool. I'll try not to get robbed, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, but the other part is like getting there, right? So like you have to have a passport, and then like once you do, they're like, oh, an American.
What are you doing
passport.
there?
Yeah, like, yeah. So right, it's just like politically, and I mean, if you look at like Venezuelan history, they like, my mom tried to like say no to this, but like they basically have like a military coup every like 20 years.
Dang. Yeah, I mean, a lot of Central American, South American countries are like that.
Yeah, that's not a way to live.
Yeah, kind of sucks. They're just in constant turmoil.
Yeah, and that's totally the case in most like South American countries.
Dang. Yeah. I mean, I'd like to go, probably Brazil would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Brazil's probably not as bad, but still probably pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess Chile would be probably pretty nice. I've never heard of any political unrest going on there.
Yeah. Yeah. Argentina has some Nazis, so you'd probably want to steer clear of that.
Oh, they're probably dead by now.
No, well, it's a weird thing that like, so like during World War II, Germans took like political asylum in Argentina, But then like
so
the ideology.
They like spread it there?
Yeah, the ideology spread.
Oh, okay, I thought they just kind of like hit out and pretended it never happened.
Yeah. No,
yeah. Okay, so they were like, hey, guess what, guys? Like,
yeah, there's like Argentinians that are like, oh, we're the best. And it's like, that's not how it works.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, they're not trying to take over the world. And if they did, I think they would not be very successful. So yeah, I'd go there, and I heard Argentinian beef is supposed to be really good.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't leave the country yet. So, I mean, that's the...
Can't leave the country?
Yeah. I'm at the moment like being held hostage by the US government in that.
Oh, are you like the Dreamers thing?
Well, yeah. So I have permanent residence, but like I can't leave the country until I'm a US citizen, which is when I can get like a valid passport.
Oh,
because,
dang.
like,
so you're still like going through citizenship and stuff?
Yeah. Yeah. So
how's that going?
I mean, right now it's just waiting because there's like, yeah, you have to have your permanent residence for like a certain amount of time. This is something that like, whenever people bring up like immigration issues are like completely and entirely ignorant about, and it's pretty great to like.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea. I've never really looked into it and asked very many questions to immigrants. So.
Yeah, and it's a whole like. I was able to get permanent residence through marriage. My wife is American, and so like the that's how that happens.
Well,
but like,
congrats on that.
Yeah. I mean, in October we'll be married 3 years now. So, sweet. Yeah.
Are your parents citizens?
No.
They've been living here for what you said, like 20 years?
My dad has been like off and on, like traveling, working abroad, maintaining his like Venezuelan passport. Whereas, yeah, like my mom and my brothers and I have been here undocumented for a majority of the time. And then DACA, and then, now like my oldest brother is a citizen, and my brother and I got our permanent residence or green card last year. So yeah, it's a whole thing. Sorry.
No, dude. It's interesting. Like, I'm all for like, dude, I'm for open borders. I'm like, let people come in. Let's have, immigrants. Let's take refugees. Let's take like everyone. But I'm like also, and people are like, especially liberals are against this, but I'm like, I'm down for like people in the US moving to other countries. Like I've got a friend that lives in Japan, and they're like, he wants to be a citizen there, but they don't want more citizens. They don't want Americans becoming citizens there. Or like, I would be down to like move to Mexico City and like live there, but they're calling this gentrification. They don't want rich Americans moving there and driving up the prices. And I mean, I'm like, dude, let's move. If you think a place is cool, then move there. I mean, if it's safe for your family, if you have opportunities there, then by all means, the world is open for everyone.
Yeah. Unfortunately, like, there's all of the other political complications surrounding that, and like cultural complications. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's some bullshit, but I mean, I want to travel and get around as much as I can.
Yeah.
If you fall in love with the country, then I think that you should, do whatever you can to become a citizen there.
Yeah. But each specific place has its own like set of hurdles that you have to jump over to be able to do the thing. Yeah. If you want to become like a Mexican citizen, I don't know who you'll have to pay off.
I think it'd be pretty easy. I just think people are like not happy about it, Yeah. I think it's just kind of like the fact that like people with money are moving into Mexico City, and they're rising up the rent prices and, forcing poor people out. And, these are neighborhoods that these people have lived in for, generations. And I mean, that kind of sucks. But, I mean, we have immigrants moving here too, and they're starting their culture here. And I like that. I mean, I like having more diversity. I think it's interesting. I think people should check out different cultures and, experience it. It'll open up your worldview.
Yeah. I do spend a lot of time thinking about just like how to make that happen, like politically and economically. Cause that is the hard thing, is that like most people are broke, right? Like I can't afford to move to California as opposed to affording to move even just like anywhere at all right now.
Exactly.
Right? Like
yeah. Like I just like a slightly bigger house. I can't afford that shit.
Yeah, exactly. But like, you know, all the other systems in play that contribute to the fact that like us little people can't just be mobile.
Yeah. I mean, you work remote, so I mean, technically you could live wherever and keep doing your job.
Yeah, yeah. But like I'm economically locked in to where I am. So like our landlords don't raise rent as much as like if we were to move into a different place where rent is already like there is no other place we can get rent this cheap.
Right.
And so we're like economically locked in.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess it's kind of the same, but I mean, I bought my house a few years ago. So like, I mean, we were just tired of paying high rent prices. We were just like, fuck this, let's buy a house, and like looked into it and like we had enough money saved. We're like, let's do it. Yeah. And then like, I guess buying then was pretty smart because like my house is like pretty cheap comparatively to like how it is now. And like my house is like worth $60,000 more than what I bought it for, which is crazy. But I mean, still, I couldn't afford a nicer house. I could move into a shittier house if I wanted to and walk away with a little bit of cash in my pocket. But I think I'll probably just hold on to my house and keep living there. It's all right.
Yeah. I appreciate how chill you are about everything because like at the same time, like I do try to balance the equanimity of like, like stuff's pretty nice. Like I get to work from home and that's really dope. Like I don't have to leave my house if I don't want to. I don't spend a bulk of my time commuting, for example. I don't spend hardly at all, like anything on gas. So like that's super nice. Yeah, and also
privilege.
Like I'm economically locked in. I can't go anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, you can't leave the country either. So
yeah. So I mean, there's things that are way out of my control that I can be very angry about. And there's lots of times where I am very angry about it. But then also it's just like,
man, you got a roof over your head. You got a music studio. I think it seems like you got it pretty good.
Yeah. And that's, perspective.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I always try to look at it. There's always downsides. Yeah. But I mean, grass is always greener, I guess.
Yeah. I guess to go back to the like cultural thing, do you experience a difference of like being a brown dude? Does that affect your experience at all?
Kind of depends on who I'm dealing with.
Sure.
Some people, and they're like, people will be like, I'm not racist, but they don't see me as just a person. They see me as a brown person. Yeah. Or they'll make like, it's usually like fucking boomers, like people that think they're being funny. Like, oh, are you going to get a taco? Like that kind of shit's dumb. And my dad he's dealt with it his whole life. And it's just kind of like, okay, you're stupid and you're not funny. And like, yeah, I definitely deal with people like that. But I mean, really, what can you do? Like, that's just how they see people. They just see people by color. And like, most people are chill, especially like people of our generation. I think they have friends that are all different ethnic backgrounds and religious backgrounds and different, whatever. And really you can choose to be a person that judges people and is an asshole, or you can choose to be a person that is interested in other people's cultures and finds it, cool and likes people of different that aren't the same as them. I don't want to hang out with a bunch of people like me all day. I'd be bored as shit, and I'm also not an argumentative person either. So if like someone tells me this is their beliefs in life, I'm just like, okay, that's cool. Unless it's just like, I think we should kill all the brown people. Then I'm like, okay, I'm going to never talk to you again, you psychopath.
Yeah. Do you just not engage?
I mean, it just depends on the level of hate, if they're like active, like person that like wants, like if it's like a cop that like wants to kill all the black people in the world, I'm just like, yeah, that guy needs to go to jail like right now. But like, if it's just someone that just makes like a dumb Mexican joke to me, I'm just like, okay, you're an asshole. I mean, what can you do? Or if it's someone like that makes an offhanded thing. Like when I first met my partner's mother, I went to their family Christmas party, and she like, this was not a hateful thing at all. She just said, oh, we do things a little different here. We're not going to have any like fajitas or anything for you. And they were like, it's Christmas. They're eating like turkey and shit. And I was just like, oh, okay. And like my partner, like she cringed. But then like I sat down and I just tried to make a joke about it. And I was just like, oh, this is really good stuff. What do you call this shit? And she was just like, and she was like mad. She was just like, I can't even, she was like, you don't have to be a smart ass. I was like, okay, I was just trying to lighten the mood. But I mean, some people really, especially people that haven't been around like other cultures a lot, they don't know. And then, you know, it's just kind of like naive and stupid of them. But, and I'm sure people put their foot in their mouth, especially if they start drinking and stuff. Older people don't really know what to say.
I do think that we could all lighten up. Yeah. That like to be mad at like that thing, to be like genuinely mad at that thing is like, it's not worth it.
Just have a sense of humor.
Yeah.
If you say something stupid, just be like, oh, I don't even know why I said that. That was so dumb of me. You know, like just don't be insensitive and don't like make assumptions about people for one, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. I think the other hard part is like who to engage with, because it's like, yeah, if it is like your partner's parents, you have to engage with them. Like you're required to, for a certain amount of time, forever.
Yeah. They also like all got in a circle and like started praying and holding hands. And I was just like, I'm just not going to participate in this. Yeah. So, yeah.
Do you like, did you do the hand holding? Cause I do whenever prayer happens, I will just like, all right, yeah, let me like, you know, when in Rome, hold hands, bow head. But like, as the prayer is happening, I'm actually just meditating.
Yeah. I guess it depends on the situation. I can't remember that exact situation, but, yeah, when like people were like, bow your heads to pray. Like, I don't just stand there and be like, no, I'm not doing this. That's just me and like hum loud, you know, while they're, right. No, I would never do that. I'm just kind of like, okay, that's their thing. I mean, I'll be quiet and I'll chill.
Right. Yeah. And again, just like people need to lighten up. Like,
like, don't be offended by that. People, sometimes it makes people feel good to pray over their meal.
Yeah.
Whatever, man.
Or in like a more public type setting or whatever, it's not a big deal to be like, well, not everyone here is like,
yeah, like tone it down, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. And it's also weird because, you know, we deal with political division in these days. It's a big deal. But also I'm not around those people all the time. So I don't even like, I can say that like, oh, this is how we like should be better about these things. And I talk about that a lot, but like at the same time, I work from home. I don't engage with anyone.
Yeah. I guess you're not really around it. I mean, I have like family members that are like big conservatives and I don't even think they really know, you know, they're just like my grandpa and his brother are truck drivers. So like, that's just their culture and I just think they're kind of ignorant and, you know, my grandpa's not really that big into it, but like his brother's like big, like watches Fox News and he's totally like consumed by it. And I think that like, I don't think he really even knows much about that shit. He just knows what he sees on TV and has been fed. And it's just like, you know, that's partially misinformation and partially like his livelihood and his job. You know, he gets pissed off and goddamn Biden's raising the diesel prices because, you know, Biden's in there. He's president. He's just like, yeah, let's raise diesel prices. Seems like a good way to handle things.
Yeah. I mean, critical thinking is definitely lacking all around. Yeah. It's like, why is this president control gas prices? Is that how that works? And then,
I mean, I guess there's a chain of events that can lead to it, but I don't know. People like to fucking point the blame on the president. And I mean, I'm not the biggest Biden fan. I don't have a Biden sticker on the back of my car, but
nobody's a Biden fan.
Yeah. I mean, but I'm like, I'm not bitching about anything. I didn't really bitch that much about Trump shit. I'm just like, okay, I mean, he's a dumbass, but like, what can I do? I mean, sure. People get mad, and I could say this now, but I don't even fucking vote, man. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't really make much of a difference to me.
I can't vote, so like that's
so yeah, that could be offensive to you. You're like, man, you got the right to vote, and you don't even use it.
I mean, you have the right to not vote.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do something more productive with my time. I'll go play video games or something.
Well, I mean, there's definitely also just like, if it were easier to vote, like maybe more people would.
Yeah, last time I voted, I actually did vote in the last presidential election. But like I ended up standing in line. I was like an hour and a half late for work. Yeah, it was kind of a fucking pain in the ass. And the person I voted for didn't win in this state. So
yeah. Right. Well, yeah, that's why people don't vote. That's why people don't get engaged.
Yeah, if there was an election that was coming up and is like 50-50, which it looks like the governor election is going to be like that this year, I probably will vote. I mean, when it's close and my vote will make a difference, then hell yeah, I'm going to be out there. But like, if it's like, like most elections here in Oklahoma, where it's just like red candidate versus a slightly less red candidate, I'm just like, what the fuck? I don't like either one of them. I'm not participating in this shit.
Yeah. No, yeah, and I mean, it's not up to me to like get mad at people who like have their reasons. I don't know. So here comes this old chestnut again. I don't believe in free will. So like the blame like doesn't matter because it's like, it's not their fault. It's not anyone's fault.
The blame. What do you mean by that?
Like Trump is bad and he's a bad person. And it's like, no, there's a very complicated set of things that led for like that man to exist. And like, I don't blame him for being the terrible person that he is. Like, we should just try and contain the damage,
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. Do you think that like he has some sort of like secret white supremacist agenda that like he's trying to?
Nah.
You don't think so?
No.
I don't know, man. I think maybe there could. It seems kind of like, I don't know. People like to put all these conspiracy theories, but
in the same way that like, I don't know, people above the age of 70 are just like chronically racist.
Yeah,
like it's.
And it's not even really a hate thing with a lot of people, but I mean, I guess in some cases it definitely is. But.
Right, like, so like the Central Park 5, for example, this is like specifically Donald Trump was like, oh yeah, these kids did it. And it's like, why? Like, okay, so he wants attention. Like, we just know that's one of the core tenets.
Yeah, I think that's really what it all comes down
to. But also it's not like some like complex political ploy or whatever. It's just like, he thinks that the black people did it because that's just like naturally from the time that he came from. Like, that's just how it was. That's how he was raised. And so it's like, he needs to say something about it, and he can say something about it.
He's also from like really rich, like old money. So, how do we know there aren't like some sort of like secret underground society where they are like actually planning these things, like systematically, like we want to oppress people that are not white. We do not want them to have money.
Those people are.
I mean, he might be part of that. And he's a puppet, controlled by those people.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's very likely.
Yeah.
And like, he's part of these secret societies that are like, these are like conspiracy theories and stuff. Sure. But I mean, it seems possible, it seems like it really is like he has some agenda to actually like hurt black and brown people.
Yeah. Yes, but not like consciously.
Yeah. I mean, I think it could be consciously.
Because like, these are just like the system itself is racist.
Yeah.
And so like people just interacting within the system and having certain goals within said system are just upholding
the
racist goals. Yeah. Like, and so there's this book called Racism Without Racists. I haven't read it, but even just like the idea of racism without racists, and you just like apply that to things, it's just like, yeah, there is racism, and you don't necessarily have to be a racist to like contribute to racism. And that's, maybe it's a complex thing for people to grasp, but like, I think more people just need to hear that sentence of just like, there can be racism without racists. And it's like, you're not racist, but you are contributing to it. Yeah. And it's like, you don't necessarily have to like tell your partner's mom that like saying that fajitas at Christmas is not like
that is racist though. I mean, it's not hateful. Like it wasn't, she wasn't trying to hurt me, and it wasn't like it's just like it is racist though. Like you're making assumptions about people.
Sure, but it's not like, it's not, she's not a white supremacist.
Right, exactly.
Not like actively. She's not like, you know, in her closet there's not like Klan robes. I certainly hope so.
How do you know in Trump's closet there, like in the basement of Mar-a-Lago, there isn't some fucking cross-burning society?
Yeah, but they probably belong to his dad and not him.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Because it's just like, it's not cool to be in the KKK right now.
It's not cool to be. I mean, I guess maybe there was a time where it was cool, but.
No, yeah, absolutely. Birth of a Nation was like the big blockbuster film in the 20s. And like the KKK were the heroes, the superheroes in that movie. And it was like, you know, they had like screenings of it in the White House.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know about that.
So, I mean, like, yeah, it was totally cool to be in the KKK.
Yeah. It's fucked up, man.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It's like the system itself is like, we've built this racist system, and like you can murder all the racists, but the racist system will still be here.
It's going to take a lot to dismantle that shit.
Yeah. And that's the challenge, right? Like telling your partner's mom that fajitas for Christmas is like a racist thing is not going to dismantle.
And all it's really going to do is
system.
piss them off and make them like double down on it. So like you can't call someone out when they say some shit like that, because then it's just going to make them mad and, you know, make them feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know, and that's not the way to solve the problem.
Yeah.
You're really just going to be like, oh, okay. And like, that's all you can really do.
It's not worth your time.
Just like make them just like, don't say that again. That was stupid. And don't like pull them aside and be like, that was not okay. Like, don't even do that. Like, don't make them feel bad. Cause then they're going to be like, I'm not racist. I would never say, you know, it's just going to like, that's like the worst thing you can do is like call someone out in that situation. Cause like, that's like, white people hate to be called racist. Like they do not want to be labeled as a racist. Right. Like you said, it's not cool to be in the KKK.
Yeah. It's not, you know, it's not vogue to do so, but like, you know, it's in certain circles, it's cool to like trigger the libs. So like,
yeah, that's true.
And so I don't know, like, I think your approach was actually a good one to just be like, oh, what is this turkey? You know, it's like, it might actually make them question. It's like, oh, I was being prejudiced there, wasn't I? Yeah. Without necessarily challenging them or anything. Like you don't have to.
Oh man. And I have friends too that like, if you just like say something, you know, slightly off, you know, liberals that love to correct people and they just love to be argumentative. And I'm just like, yo, like people aren't just going around like being hateful. Like, yeah, maybe people slip up and say some things that aren't PC, but like, I'm not down with the PC police type shit.
I don't necessarily mind it. Like in the same way of just what you said on the last episode, it's just like, if you don't want to be wrong, you can just like, oh crap, my bad. Yeah, and like, that's it. Yeah. Like it doesn't have to be a big thing, but like we all have to like collectively not make a big thing about it. And it's just like, hey, these are my pronouns. So like, oh, cool, thanks.
Yeah, straight up. Like if you have pronouns, just like throw them out before you meet someone, you know, like, or if you have like preferred pronouns.
Yeah. And so it's like, it's not a big deal to correct someone. And it's also not a big deal to be corrected.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, just leave it at that. Like it doesn't have to be a thing. You can just, like,
yeah, just like let it go.
Just treat people with respect. It's not a big deal.
That's another thing. My dad is just like, I don't get these pronouns. I'm like, you don't get them. Like he's like, they is multiple people.
This is like, I always use this example. It's like, oh, what is your name? All right, can I call you bitch? It's like, no, don't call me that. It's like, okay. It's that easy to just like treat someone with respect. And it's like, I would prefer that you referred me as what I prefer to be called as.
Exactly. Or if someone just like makes a dumb nickname that you don't like, just be like, yeah, don't call me that. That's stupid.
Yeah. I have a weird thing about Santi. I don't like being called Santi. And it's like I have to like tell the story every time. There's the second album by the Academy is called Santi. And they did that because there was like a bully in high school that like would fuck with them and like made their life hell. And the band actually started like calling things Santi like ironically is cool. But like they were referring to like this asshole bully. And I was like, it's not even about like whoever is calling me Santi that I'm like, oh, you're calling me, because nobody knows what that is. But it bothers me. So like, please don't call me Santi. It's whatever.
Do you have any nicknames?
No.
You don't have any?
There are like 3 people that call me Egg, and it's more that I can't do anything about it. And that's just because from like a progressive bastardization of my name. Santiago, Santiago, Salty Ego, Ego, Egg.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we do that to our cats. And just the nicknames just have evolved into meaningless names.
Yeah, but they don't have a preference, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, I can call them whatever the fuck I want. Yeah. Sometimes I call them he, sometimes I call them she. I mean, they're cats.
Yeah.
They don't care. And I mean, it doesn't even, you can't even tell if they're a boy or a girl either way. They look like stuffed animals.
Yeah. I don't have preferred pronouns.
Yeah, I don't either.
And so like you can call me she or they or whatever. I was like, cool. Yeah, but don't call me Santi.
Okay. Well, I will not.
And that's, it doesn't have to be a big deal. Just
exactly.
So, I mean, I don't know, anyone making a big deal out of anything is already giving it too much time and energy.
Exactly. They're just trying to be argumentative.
Yeah.
Some people like to argue.
And the people around you, like your friends or acquaintances, are not the people that are perpetuating like patriarchal and racist systems. So like they're not, I mean, I don't know if you're friends with very powerful people, but like I'm not. So if I was friends with a very powerful person, if I was friends with Joe Rogan, I would be like, hey, you know, whenever you say something, it might be like off the cuff and whatever to you, but this is reaching millions of people. Yeah. And so like, you know, you seem to be wielding your power unwisely. Right. And you got to be kind of careful with that. Yeah. For just like a friend or acquaintance or family member, it's not a big deal.
I mean, I'll try to correct them, but if they're just going to be stuck in their ways, then they're just being fucking dicks. You know, like I think our small interactions matter.
Yeah. And that's the hard part is then, engaging with people. Like, how do you get other people to change? You don't.
Yeah. Just, I guess, make them feel stupid.
Does it though? Like, does it get them to change?
I guess it depends on the situation and the person, man. It all really depends.
Because I mean, there is instances of just like social embarrassment.
Yeah, but like, that's kind of what it all comes down to.
But I mean, shame can be a powerful tool in the wrong direction as well. Yeah. So I mean, like for the longest time, like fat shaming has been just like popular and cool and good. And then now we're starting to see that it's like, hey, that doesn't actually help. And it doesn't really make anyone feel better anyways. It doesn't actually reduce whatever sort of problem if you want to classify it as a problem. And so it's like, maybe it's up to the individual to decide what they want to do with their body, and making them feel bad about it isn't going to change that.
Yeah. I mean, making people feel bad in any situation is not really cool.
Yeah. But shame is a powerful social tool, right? And so to the guy who you were just like shitting on Blink-182 to, like, it's not a big deal. Yeah. And also to that guy, he was like,
It's a big deal
now
to
he's
him.
Just like, now, is Blink-182 even that good? Like,
yeah, he's just like he's attacking me for liking them. You know? And to me, it was just a joke. To me, it was just like, oh yeah, fuck. I mean, they're like, I mean, I can go off on like why I think it's funny for them to be your favorite band. Sure. But I mean, they're not a bad band. They're fine. But it's just kind of like, yeah, they're kind of like music that like seems like a teenager would listen to. And that was my whole thing. And he's just like, now you're personally coming after me and saying that, you know, and I'm just like, no, dude, like, don't take it personal. I'm just drunk and I'm trying to be funny, but
sure. But like, you know, it is powerful, right? Yeah, to like, make someone be like, oh crap, am I like, is there something wrong with me?
Yeah,
like,
no, dude. Yeah. You can get people like tripped out and like, yeah, I never want to do that. I felt so bad too. I was just like, dang it. And I thought about it for the next couple of days, but I was also like, yeah, shit, fuck. His favorite band's Blink-182. Don't feel too bad.
It's like, it's not a big deal. I mean, like, I don't know. To them, it's not like it shouldn't be a big deal, and to you, it should be a big deal. It's like everyone needs to stop making a big deal about anything. It's like my favorite band is Radiohead, and like there's tons of people that would totally be like, that whiny like trash, like just some bleep loops and some whiny falsetto. And it's like, yeah, that's totally, yeah, I love that.
Yeah, I mean, I have so many friends that love Radiohead, but I don't like it. I'm not into it, man. It's just not my thing. And like, I got a lot
Maybe
of
there's something wrong with you, huh?
Maybe
for not liking
dude, that's what I thought for a while. I was like, what do I gave him a chance. I listened to every Radiohead album. I've tried. I just don't like Tom York's voice. That's right. And sometimes I feel like their shit's kind of soulless. Like their music just feels empty to me. I feel like there's something missing. And like people get so mad, but like I have tried to like by like the type of music that I like and all the other bands that I like, I should like Radiohead, but no, I don't like them. I don't think the music works for me.
Yeah, that's fine. If it's not worth your time, like don't try.
I've given them my time. I've given them my time, but no, I just don't like it.
Yeah. And I could like say it was like, oh, there's like an intellectual musical complexity. I was like, oh, if you look at the lyrics as you're like, that's not.
No, I mean,
I'm doing that to you.
Yeah. I mean, you can, that's the thing. At least I'm not ignorant on it. At least I like gave it a chance, you know, like, and I think that's important. Like if you can't just say, oh, they suck, fuck them. You know, Blink-182 is the first concert I ever went to. Yeah. But I was in third grade.
Yeah.
So, and like it's kind of kids music.
You keep roasting that guy.
See, and like I keep coming back to it, and like that's the thing. I'm just like, he's gonna be listening to this podcast. He's like, God damn that motherfucker, he's going after me again.
But I mean, so this is something that I do, and I just question the turtles all the way down. Like, and so it's like, why is liking juvenile things a bad thing?
It's not. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
And it's like, so why do you value having like a higher intellectual age? It's like, why is being smart good either? Like and this is like a whole, it's so like, it's going way too deep on a thing that doesn't have to be, but also at the same time, it's like, yeah, question your values. Why do you even care?
Yeah, exactly. Seriously, why do you care? Like just, you like what you like, man. You can like some real fucking crazy shit. But and then other people like things just because it's complicated and they want to seem like an intellectual, you know? I mean, I like Steely Dan and I feel like you can make fun of Steely Dan fans for like being pseudo intellectuals and liking that fucking nerdy ass rock that's perfected and with the lyrics. But I think that it's cool. I think they put a lot of effort into it. And I don't know, I like that, but you can definitely roast some Dan fans. And I get it. I'll just laugh about it. I mean, I got a sense of humor about that, but some people don't have a sense of humor.
Yeah. Tool is one of my favorite bands. It's like, oh, Tool is so roastable.
Oh, dude, yeah, they totally are. But dude, I have mad respect for Tool. Like Tool is fucking, I mean, they kick ass. I don't like them at all. But they're badass. I mean, I guess I like some Tool songs. I'm not going to say I don't like them at all. They're good, but it's not definite. It is definitely not something I listen to.
Yeah, that's fine. So then now that we just got into this, like we somehow went from the race into musical taste, but what defines your musical taste? Like, what is the fine wine musically to you? Like, what is it that really?
I think just like, it's just good music. I like music that's good. I listen to all kinds of stuff, like anything. I listen to country. I listen to electronic music. I listen to rap. I listen to rock. I listen to, Middle Eastern music. I listen to Japanese music. I listen to, Latin jazz. I listen to it all. And really, there's some songs come on, I'm like, that's trash. Turn that shit off. And there's some shit that I'm just like, this is interesting. And I like interesting music, music that is melodic and music that is, it doesn't have to be fun. I like sad music. I like angry music. And I don't really like metal very much. I don't like people that scream. I don't like the monster voice shit. It's not my cup of tea, but yeah, if that's your cup of tea, then have a good time drinking it.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm more trying to like dig down to like, what is it that like really makes it? Cause I don't know, to me, yeah, I like Tool and Radiohead because they are like smart, and I like the complexity and the layers of complexity and the ways in which, this thing contributes to that. And like this idea can be a greater thematic element for the whole. And like, that's cool and interesting to me. And the amount of work it takes to do that is really admirable. And so I like that. And also I like harsh noise. And so it's just like, hey, we put a metal zone into a metal zone.
Yeah.
Into
that's
another
like
metal
no
zone.
thought at all. There's nothing interesting.
This is great. It sounds,
it's
awful.
fun.
It's amazing.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm down for any of that.
Yeah.
But I also like, the Shags. I like fucked up, terribly written music. I like Wesley Willis, like Rock and Roll McDonald's. I like to goof off and listen to badly written music.
But do you listen to the Shags? Like, do you just like
Jam
go
out
about
and,
your
like, go in
day?
my
Yeah.
car?
And just like put on.
No.
Okay. Yeah. It's not. It's definitely like a mental experiment to be like, how can I enjoy this? But
yeah, I guess I'm not driving around listening to Trout Mask Replica in my car. But yeah, I mean, I'd throw that on and be like, okay, yeah, it's fun to just explore it, but it's definitely not like vibe music. It's not like hang out with my buddies and like put it on. But again, there's like a lot of things like I don't be hanging out with my friends and put on Kate Bush either, but I like that shit. I guess there's just a time and place for it.
you could hang out with your friends, put on Kate Bush.
I guess you can now. Like,
yeah, Stranger
now.
Things did.
But, yeah. Back in the day, I was just like, yeah, you put on some Kate Bush, your homies be looking at it like, what the fuck?
I have like sometimes I'll put on clipping in the background, and it's just like what is that sound? It's like, oh, it's clipping. Sorry.
Yeah. At work one time, I put on 100 gecs, and
oh yeah, that'll.
My coworkers were furious, and I knew it was coming, but like I was pissed because they had like played like Tyler Childers and like John Moreland, and nothing against those Red Dirt artists, like they're cool, but like 5 albums back to back, I was like, fuck this, they're getting some gecs. So like I would put it on, and everyone just like, one of my coworkers goes and puts on headphones, and they're like all pissed off. They're like, who did this? I'm like, you're offended about this, but we just listened to Tyler Childers for 5 fucking hours. Like, come on.
Yeah. And I mean, do you, so that's the thing. It's like, do you put on 100 gecs to like jam out?
I have, honestly. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on the context. If I'm feeling it, then fuck yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess I don't like get home from work, make a drink and lay on the couch and listen to 100 gecs. No, I do not do that.
That's definitely not the vibe. No. I don't know. Sometimes you just feeling some death grips to vibe out.
Oh yeah. I have yet to put on death grips at work. I want to, but I'm just like waiting for the right day and time. And like, I can't just be like, it goes, you know?
I don't know. Sometimes the work environment needs to just,
dude, they put on metal and shit. Like they put on some stuff like that. I mean, it wouldn't be against the law to do it. And one day I will, but like, they're not going to be happy. They're going to be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
They're going to skip it or something. They're going to be like, who put this shit on? Yeah. And then like my homie is going to be like, yo, dude, Very good.
What are your guilty pleasures then? Like the stuff that you are like, man, this is pretty garbage, or like thoughtless music, but like, man, I will put it on.
Guilty pleasures. Man, I guess I'd have to like, oh, dude, like I love 90s country. Like I love some George Strait. I love Garth Brooks. Like, but I also think the production on 90s country is so fucking cool.
Country production, even now, is like great. Everything sounds like so impeccable. It's admirable.
I'm not super into like modern country, but like,
no, it's awful.
Like 80s and 70s country is cool, and like it's very like classic country. But like 90s country just has like such weird like reverb and like vocal layerings and stuff. Like I just love the production, and I grew up listening to that stuff too. But I love Brooks and Dunn. I love Faith Hill. I mean, I love Tim McGraw, all that shit. Like cool stuff.
Yeah, but that's also like crossover country. Like it's
not country
like
pop.
Yeah. So I mean, you can get down with that, but it's like it's not gonna upset most people either.
Oh, some people get upset. They're like, I hate all country. But I think that's closed-minded. I mean, it's the same as people that hate rap. It's just like, quit being fucking dumb. Just listen to it. Like, it's good music.
Except for this one really racist rapper.
Yeah, I mean, they're racist country artists. I'm not going to listen to any music that says the N-word in it. I mean, in it, like a white person saying it, I guess.
Hard R.
Like Guns N' Roses, I think, have a song that they use hard R, and I'm just like, I can't listen to them ever again.
So you don't separate out from the artist.
Oh, I guess. Yeah, maybe. But I mean, like Ariel Pink, like one of my favorite artists, and like he was at the Trump rally.
Like ironically, or I don't know.
Man, I don't know. I guess maybe he needs to do. He was on Tucker Carlson. Like the left has abandoned me. You know.
Well, that's a different reason, I guess. Like Ice Cube was on Fox News on Trump's like first election. Those like.
I mean, Kanye wears the MAGA hat too.
Yeah. This is Santiago from the future. As a disclaimer for the words that I'm about to say, this episode was recorded in mid-September, and so we're about to see just how terribly wrong I was. I don't know if he still does. I think now he's seen the error of his ways.
You think he has?
He's come down from the.
I think he's one of those people that just likes to double down. You know, like get called out on it and just do provocative shit just to be provocative.
Well, the thing about like bipolar disorder is that like, you know, doubling down on things whenever you're in that, and then like, you know,
backing off a little.
Yeah, you come down and it's like, oh gosh, I did some things.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I mean, if you're down to wear the MAGA hat, then I'm not going to be hanging out with you. I'm not going to take you. If you show up, we're going to go hang out tonight, and you like show up with the MAGA hat, I'm like, dude, I don't care if that's your shit, but like, take that off. You're not going in there with me if you're wearing that. I mean, whatever, man.
But that's the thing, is like, I don't associate with those people.
Yeah, I don't think I do, unless they're like closeted. I don't.
But so, yeah, engaging with these people again, it's like we say that like, oh yeah, we should totally like reach out and like bridge the gap and all that sort of stuff. And like, that's, you know, I ask the how do we reduce the division question every time, and people are like, yeah, we should just like listen to each other. But it's like, when have you actually sat down and been like, these are my grievances, I don't like the trans people? And it's like, why? Let me hear you out. Let me see what you're worried about, and then we can talk about it. And it's like, have you actually done that? Have any of us? Yeah. And like some people have, and it's like, it's hard. It takes a lot of work.
Yeah. I mean, I guess my dad kind of like, he told me he was a Trump supporter for a while, and I was like, I kept like questioning him, like, what do you like about him? Like, do you not see like the racist shit and the shit he says? Like, and he doesn't agree with any of that, but I really think it just comes down to like, you know, he's more of like a physical conservative.
Sure.
You know, and he likes more of the economic ideas and stuff. And who knows, man?
Yeah, but I mean, that doesn't mean that you have to buy a MAGA hat. Like there's a wide gap between.
They're the guys that are just like vote for Trump and then don't talk about it, you know. And then they're definitely like the dudes that hang the fucking Trump 2020 sign in their yard, just like all about it. Like, okay, you've committed to the lifestyle.
But are we hearing their grievances out?
I'm not talking to them, man.
Right, but like those are the people that kind of need it the most. Like the people who...
Dude, those are the people that are just not going to hear it the most. Well, you try to talk to them, they're not going to.
They're so violently for this thing because their grievances haven't been heard.
I think we all know what their grievances are.
Do we? Because I think, you know, the truck drivers that were like doing the COVID thing, like, they're worried about the fact that like they might be broke if more of these policies keep happening. And that's like a genuine valid fear. Like the people didn't come to Trump for nothing. Like it was a wave that was happening for a long time. Like these people got here somehow. And yeah, they have valid concerns about like, I'm worried about the economy and like these things haven't really been benefiting me. And so like all of these people are so worried about like pronouns that they're not worried about the fact that like I might, you know, not have a paycheck in the next few years because of this thing. And they're not listening to me. And honestly, I sympathize with that. Yeah. But
I ain't using they, them pronouns.
right. But yeah, that's the difference. Like I don't care enough to do one way or the other. It's like just treat people with respect. It's not that hard. But like, you know, maybe Democratic candidates should spend a little less time on pronouns and a little more time on the things that actually affect all of us. This is actually something I've been talking to my wife about. I listen to the Lex Friedman podcast, which is like,
I'm unfamiliar.
He's pretty like center right, I would say. Okay. He's in those like Joe Rogan circles as well. And I used to listen to Joe Rogan and it became exclusive to Spotify. And so I was like, I don't listen to podcasts on Spotify. And that's like really the only reason.
Spotify?
I listen to podcasts on Apple Podcasts. And so it's like, that's, you know, I don't actually necessarily have a problem with listening to Joe Rogan. I have a problem with the fact that like, oh, darn, I don't get to listen to those interesting guests anymore.
Yeah, he does have good guests. I mean, I'm not a big Joe Rogan guy at all, but.
Right. But like, one, yeah, how willing are we to just like absorb those opinions? But yeah, Lex Friedman has a bunch of just like influential tech bros. Like he had Mark Zuckerberg a while back. He had Ray Kurzweil on most recently. Ray Kurzweil, one, made the keyboards, the Kurzweil keyboards. That's his namesake. But also he's like, oh, the singularity is coming in like 2049. And like, we will be able to put our consciousness into a computer and that sort of stuff.
Dang.
Yeah.
You gonna do that whenever you can upload your brain? You're gonna be in first in line?
It's not the same thing. Should I take this tangent? Are we taking this tangent?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Teleportation kills the original body and just creates a copy. You die, and the one that goes on the other side.
Oh, okay, so it's just a copy.
Yeah.
It's not the real you.
The copy doesn't know, but like your consciousness is not. Yeah.
It's gone.
Like, yeah. So in that same way, like whenever you put your brain in a computer, like you're still stuck in this body. Yeah. Like we are the emergent property, like consciousness is just still here. And then there's another one.
You don't think it'll ever be possible
computer.
To take this out?
We don't even know what it is. Yeah. Like this is the thing that like, so Sam Harris is another like, intellectual that I
how are they able to store it if they don't know what it is? You know, how are they able to copy it? How are they going to be able to copy it?
Yeah, they call it the hard problem of consciousness. It's like, what even is it? Like,
I feel like when they finally come up to a point where they can actually make a real copy of it, they'll know what it is. You know, they'll be able to maybe take it out.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's just going to be like a fucked up, not real version, you know?
Is it ever like, are you even the real version of you right now? That's anyways.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess it depends on the time of day and if I've had my coffee in the morning.
Right. You know? So, I mean, our consciousness is like the emergent properties of like whatever the hell our brain is, and like also our gut and also our sensory input and all of these things. Like we're not our brain. We're also not our body. We're also not the seer behind our eyes. Like it's a whole slew of things that is and isn't us, whatever a me is. There is no self. But like, you know, do you think you can put that in the computer? Like it's not.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Sorry. I've thought about this a lot.
No, I've thought about it too. And like, I don't know. If I'm just saying like, if they do have the technology, if it happens, like you can take it out and put it in a machine and basically live forever. Are you down? Like, or do you want to just like die in this body?
Oh yeah. I mean, if possible, like, yeah, if the question is just, would I? Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah.
Cause yeah, why not?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know for sure if I would or not.
Cause you still have the option to like opt out afterwards. You can choose to die once you're already immortal.
I guess that's true. Or I mean, like at the end of time or when energy runs out and there's nothing to power these machines, it's going to end.
Yeah. But like, you know, you can opt out of life.
Yeah. It's like, all right, I've had enough of this.
Right. I'm not saying that like suicide is like the option, but like, I'm trying to tell people not to commit suicide. That's what I'm doing right now. But like,
I mean, like deleting yourself when you're.
Yeah. Once your brain is in the thing, you can. Yeah, it's like 1,000 years have gone by, and you're like, I'm good. I think I got it.
Unless your homies made a copy of you.
Well, sure. I mean, but like, again, what is the you?
Yeah.
And it's like whatever this experiencer is can opt out. Anyways, going back to Lex Friedman, all of these like public intellectuals and tech bros and stuff are like focused on like, oh yeah, AI and like colonizing Mars and all that sort of stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Like I'm totally into sci-fi and everything. And I think like the frontiers of technology are really awesome. But also like most people are worried about money and like surviving to next year, next decade, whatever. Like most people either can't like buy a house or like get an affordable rental or like get a car. Like most people aren't able to like move up in the world right now. And like,
oh, dude, really, rich people don't give a shit about that.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And then like,
they're gonna, dude, whenever they do move to Mars, they're leaving all those fuckers on the planet.
Right. Exactly.
And I mean, we're going to be out here in the desert. We're going to be like, okay, well, this is what we got. They left it for us.
And so like, it's totally cool that like people are really interested in like the future of AI and technology and all that stuff. But it's like, maybe you could spare a thought and all of this like intellectual power and like data and information and all that stuff to solve the problem that affects most people.
How's that benefit Mark Zuckerberg? It doesn't, man.
Right,
he
exactly.
Doesn't give a fuck. Elon Musk, he doesn't give a shit about, people's everyday needs. He wants to go to Mars, man.
But I do think that these people like, they kind of do care. Like they think that what they're doing is for us. Right? Like they
I mean, it's for mankind. It's not for us. Joe down the road.
Yeah. But when they like imagine mankind, they will also imagine like, oh yeah, Joe down the road will totally benefit from.
It's more like generations from now, mankind. It's not like the people living here now. Like they don't care about those problems.
So, I mean, I don't know, like there's a path, right? Like, and we can colonize Mars with one path, which is just like leave all the poors behind. They don't deserve to live. Or there's like maybe we get all our shit together on Earth first, and then we can reach Mars like way easier.
I mean, that's the smart way to go. It's also the humane way to go, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't have much hope in that happening.
Right. I mean,
it'd be cool.
Elon Musk
I'd
is
like
humane. You think Mark Zuckerberg is humane?
No, man, it takes too much work to do that. They want to do it the fast way.
Yeah.
They want to nuke Mars, get there quick, microwave that shit.
Right. Yeah. They're fucking getting old quick. Time goes by just really quickly. You gotta get on this shit. I mean, sometimes they want
to be on Mars. They don't want to be, solving the hunger crisis here. They don't want to be
planting the seeds that will eventually lead to colonizing Mars. No.
Nobody wants to do that.
Is that how we're ending the podcast?
Sure. Yeah.
Jordan, thank you for doing this with
me.
Dude. Where can people find you in your things?
Burl, look BURL, and then also just Jordan if you're interested in me personally.
Yeah. Is the
Jordan
Instagram
Vargas.
for Burl BUURRL?
Yeah, I can get into this if we have a little more time.
Sure.
There's this fucking guy, and he has the actual Burl, just BURL, and I wanted it for a really long time. And I've messaged him several times. He's like a bubble blowing magician in Germany. But I've like kindly reached out to him like several times, like, hey man, I'll pay you. Can I just have it? He doesn't even use his Instagram. And like, he never responded. And I just like would send him on like randomly, like every year. And then eventually he saw him and he's like, fuck you, fuck your band. I'm never giving you. And I was like, what's your problem, dude? So then he blocked me. Aww. And yeah. So yeah. If you want to look up that Burl and tell him to go fuck himself, then by all means, please do.
But not like in a bad way. It was just like, hey, maybe you should reconsider.
Nah, just send him a middle finger emoji. Be like, blow a bubble out your ass, dick. That guy's a jerk.
That would be an interesting trick, though.
Yeah, it would. But yeah, because of Burl the Bubble Guy, I had to use BUURRL. I mean, I guess I could have put Burl Band or something stupid like that, but I don't know. Yeah, no. BUURRL is even more stupid. So I was like, I'll do the stupid way.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Bit depth, like just at bit depth, is taken by like this guy who also doesn't really seem to use social media very much. I haven't reached out to him or anything because he actually seems like a generally nice guy. He has like a blog or something and just like sometimes goes out in nature and takes pictures of it, but like he hasn't posted anything in like 4 or 5 years or anything. And it's like that kind of thing. And I'm like, man, you seem like a nice guy, but like you have bit depth. And then Santiago Ramones is actually like a common name in Latin America, so it's not like I've called my name expat unique. Like I have a unique name, but like
for America
here, yeah. But there's so many Santiago Ramoneses. Like
there's hundreds of Jordan Vargases in America.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that's why you got the Jorgus Vardan.
Yeah, I mean, we all got to make up these fake handles because we're not the original one. There's hundreds of us.
But yeah, or just like, Spotify, Burl.
Yeah, Spotify, Burl. Look us up.
Are there other Burls on Spotify?
I think there's like a Japanese band called Burl. They're not active, I don't think, anymore. But yeah. New album coming out in the next month. We got a single dropping probably in like 2 weeks. So yeah, look it up. It'll be there.
Sweet. Once again, thank you so much. I'm Santiago Ramones.
And I'm Jordan Vargas.
And then another track of the new album will play at the end of this.
Okay, yeah.
You're about to find out. It is this one.
Okay. Some birds don't land. Caught wind and picked it up. They won't ever hand it over. You don't stand a chance.
touching down. Never touching, never touching, never touching down. Already started planting seeds in your garden. If you want it, then you got it. Already started planting seeds in your garden. If you want it, then you got it. Already started planting seeds in your garden. If you want it, then you got it. Already started planting seeds in your garden. If you want it, then you got it. Already started planting seeds in your garden. If you want it, then you got it.
You can find everything that I do on my website, santiagoramones.com. I make music and produce audio. The music you're hearing now is music I made. You can listen to official releases by Santiago Ramones on Spotify, Apple Music, and the other streaming places. Or you can support me directly by buying my music on Bandcamp. I'm working on Hypothetical, my first singer-songwriter album, so if you'd like to hear that at some point, there are lots of ways to support me on my website. There's a Discord server in which we discuss deep topics from the podcast, but it's also a community of beautiful human beings. All the links to all my things are on my website, santiagoramones.com. Please take a moment to rate and review the podcast. It would mean a lot to me to hear what you have to say, and it lets others know what to expect, better than I could ever explain. I want to help the world have deeper conversations, so thank you for listening to and supporting Bit Depth. I was in the podcast with my 3 things. They shape my life philosophy. Those 3 things are: love never fails, it's going to be okay, I might be wrong.